Hello everyone, welcome to my channel Tech Cracks. In this video, we are going to see what is React.js and how to set up React project from the scratch. React.js is a JavaScript library for building user interfaces for single page applications. It is used to handle view layer for both web and mobile application. React.js is so much in demand at present because of the fast and flexible results it provides. Because of its benefit of single page application, it loads only a single web document and then updates the body content of that document. Now we'll start with our project creation. For that we'll require Node.js to be installed on our base machine. This is the official website for downloading Node.js. Here you can choose as per your machine requirements, for example Windows, Mac OS and 32-bit or 62-bit sizes. So I will install Windows one for my machine. I downloaded it. Now I can check in my downloads folder. So here it is available. I'll start with the installation part. Click on next. Accept the terms. Click on next. This is the folder path where the installation will be done. If you want to change, you can change from here and select the path you want. Otherwise, keep the path available here and click on next. Here we'll want npm package manager to get installed on our machine. So I'm selecting npm package manager. Click on next. Check this one also. Click on next and install. Now click on the finish button. Our installation has been done. Now open the command prompt to check the version of Node.js. Type node -v. -v stands for version. So here we got Node.js version 18.14.2. Similarly, we need to check version of npm also. So npm -v. So it is 9.5.0. If you remember, while installing Node.js, we selected npm package manager. Because of that, npm got installed on our machine and I am able to check the npm version. So this is the first prerequisite for creating React.js project. Our first prerequisite of installing Node.js is done. Now let's start with the second prerequisite, which is installing Visual Studio Code. This is the official website for downloading Visual Studio Code. So from here you can check for your machine requirements and install as per that. So currently I am installing for Windows. I need to download from here. Once it is done, it is available under downloads folder. We just need to run this. Accept the agreement here. Click on next. If you want to create a desktop icon, you need to select these two. Click on next and install. It will take some time to install. Click on finish as the installation has been done. In this website, you will find everything related to the usage of Visual Studio Code. So if you get any obstacles while using this, you can come to this page and check your queries. You will find a link of this under description section. As our both the prerequisites are done, now let's start with creating React application. This is the React documentation website where you can find everything about React from the scratch. For example, the main concepts of React, which is JSX, rendering elements, components, and all other things. Here you can find installation steps. So we are going to install through these steps only, which includes create React app npm. So here you can see they have mentioned npx. So npx is a tool that used to execute packages, while npm is a tool that used to install packages. And with the use of npm, we can install our packages globally. So create React app is nothing but a command which is going to create a React project inside our folder, and my app is nothing but project name. So you can change this project name. So let's start with first creating project repository. I have opened Visual Studio Code here and created one folder in my folder structure named React.js project. Now I am going to open that folder through this open folder and select the folder you want to open. Yeah. Now you can see my folder has been opened and I need to create my React application inside this folder. So here you need to select terminal, new terminal, and here we need to type our create React app command. Npx create React app and our application name. Currently I am keeping same as my app, which is mentioned in the documentation of React application. It will take some time to install the React application. You can see the installations are still going on, but the my app folder created under this React.js project folder. Now you can see the installation has been done here. You can see different folders under this my app folder. Now the next step is traverse your application. So for that we use this command cd and your application name, which is my app. And now you can do npm start here, which launches your application. So npm start, enter. This will open our application in new window with the local host which is provided by your application. Our application has been opened here. If you can see, our local host is mentioned here 3000. If you want to change the default port, which is 3000, to any other port number, you can do it by settings inside your package.json. So as we know, this start, which is npm start, this command launches our application. So if you want to set any particular port number, we can set that here. You need to write set port is equal to whichever port you want. Currently I am selecting 2000 with logical and. Save this file. This will allow you to launch your application on port number 2000. Now let's run your application. Npm start. So you can see here the port number is set to 2000 now, and our application port is now 2000. So this is the simplest way you can change your port number. Now let's understand the folder structure of this React project. On the left hand side you can see folder structure. So the first one here is .vs code. This got created only in my machine because I made some changes in Visual Studio settings. You won't see this folder under your folder structure. Second one is node modules. So here you will get all the required dependencies and packages that may be used for building React application. For example, Webpack, then Babel, JSX, JS, and many more. You need not to modify these node modules. It is already configured with the React application. The next folder is public folder. Webpack does not read this public folder. It only reads files that exist in the source folder. So if you place files in public folder, that won't be processed by the webpack, but those files will be copied into the build folder when you run the npm build command at the time of deploying your application. If you put assets in the public folder and you have to give their reference in your project, then you will have to use a special variable that is called public URL. So here you can see the href as public URL and favicon.ico. So this is favicon.ico is available here. This is nothing but your React.js logo, and you can find that here in the index.html file. The next one here is favicon. This is the default React icon that always remains in the public folder. You can also put your project icon, but the icon extension must be ICO. Next file is index.html. This is the indexed file that displays when the React app opens in the web browser. It contains the HTML template of the React application. This file should exist under public folder and you should not delete it, otherwise you will get an error. The next two are logo 192 png and 512 png. So it is placed just for the initial view of React application. You can remove or leave, it depends on you. The next file is manifest.json. So this file provides the metadata like short name, then icons in the JSON forms for a React application. It may be installed on the mobile or desktop so that you can directly open the React application with its installed favicon. Due to this file, users get a notification to install React application on their mobile or desktop. You must not remove this file, but you can modify the JSON values according to your project. The next one is robots.txt. So this file is given just for the SEO purpose, which is search engine optimization. As a developer, you not need to worry about this file. Then the next folder structure is source. So here you can put all your JS files, CSS images, different component folders and assets of your project. Inside this source we have this app.css file. So this file contains a default CSS code and input in the app.js file. It is also a global file and you can import any other file inside this app.css. So we have imported app.css in our app.js file. App.js is a parent component file of your React application. It is imported into the index.js file to render content of the root element that remains in public file. So here you import this app file and include under this react.strict mode, and this file has one variable which is root. So this root gets rendered in our index.html file. So if you check here, div id is root, so this id comes from index.js file. The next file is app.test.js. So it gives us a testing environment. Basically it's written code to protect the React application to be crashed. The next file is index.css. So this file contains some default CSS code for index.js. You can modify or add some new CSS code according to your project. The next file is index.js. So as I already said, this is the entry point of React app. That means all the component renders through this file to the index.html. Your application executes properly with the help of index.js. Even all the JS files of components are imported in this file. For example, in our case, we imported app.js file here. The next file is logo.svg. This is the default logo of React.js. you can remove it and place your project logo. Next one is report web vital.js. So it is related to the speed of your application. This is also not related to the development phase, so you can ignore this one also. Next is setup test.js. In this file, testing libraries are imported. So here you can see at the rate testing library JSTOM. This file also you need not to worry or modify. The next one is git ignore file. So this file is used to ignore those files that have not been pushed to the git. By default, dependencies testing folders are defined in uh, git ignore. When you push your application to git, these folders or files will not be pushed. So we can check node modules when we push our code to git. So these node modules will not be pushed to the git. The next is package.log.json. So this file maintains a version of installed dependencies. So you can see different dependencies here with their versions. And then next is package.json. All the dependencies are defined inside this file. So these are required for our applications. If you want to install any other dependency, for example Axios, once you install it through your terminal, you will get that dependency available under this dependencies section. And here you will also see these scripts. This will required while running the application. It has different scripts. Start, so we'll do npm start for launching our application, then npm run build for creating build of our project, then the npm run test for executing different test cases we have written. The next one is eject. So if you are not satisfied with the build tool and configuration choices, you can eject at any time using this command. Similarly, it have different browser list. So for the production one, development one, so we can edit this part also. The last one is readme. In this file, some instructions are written to configure and set up your React application. Even you can also write more instructions for your project that will help the developer to configure it easily. So you can see it elaborates the meaning of all the commands for like npm start, npm test, npm run build. So basically it gives more idea about your application. So this is the whole folder structure we get when we create our application using create react app. Here we completed our React.js project setup. In upcoming videos, we are going to learn React.js in deep. Stay tuned for new videos. Please do like and share this video and subscribe to my channel TechRags for more such videos. Thank you.